Hey everyone, this is Daniel from PhoneArena with the Samsung Galaxy Beam preview, one of the more interesting handsets in recent memory, since it has this pico projector here at the top. We remember how excited we were in 2009 when Samsung introduced its first phone with integrated projector, and then in 2010 when the first Beam got announced. Unfortunately, the first Beam never saw the light of day outside of Singapore. But thankfully, Samsung decided to go with a second edition, which was announced last month at the MWC Expo. And now we're taking a prototype unit of it for a spin. The projector here is likely of Samsung's own make, and it sports 15 lumen, whereas the predecessor had only 6 lumen projector. This here is enough for projecting a pretty vivid image in low ambient light setting. Up to 50 inches actually, so it's like carrying a big screen TV in your pocket. Well, not an HD TV since the projector is NHD, 640 by 360 of resolution, but it's pretty much enough for watching some videos on the go. Graced with these jolly bright orange sides, the Samsung Galaxy Beam is sure to attract attention as if it's your regular flashy teen-oriented phone. For this color choice alone, it is chubby with a sturdy build, even in the non-final unit we have, but by no means overly thick. It's 0.49 inches, 12.5 millimeters, and not at all that heavy at 5 ounces, 145 grams. In fact, it feels and handles very well in the hand thanks to this ergonomic tapered back with patterned non-slippery back cover made of soft touch plastic, very nice to the touch. The only thing that hints at the phone's extraordinary projecting capabilities is this slight bulge here above the circular lens for the 5 megapixel camera with LED flash, and this bulge incorporates the 15 lumen pico projectors we said. The projector shows what is happening on the 4-inch LCD screen of the Galaxy Beam. The screen is with 480 by 800 pixels of resolution. The phone's display sports very bright, very vivid colors and good viewing angles, but could use a bit more brightness outside for easier sunlight legibility. And the pixel density is enough at this size and resolution to ensure there are no nasty surprises with pixelation. There is an on-off switch for the projector here on the right hand side, and below it is the power lock button. All keys here, as well as the volume rocker here on the left, are very tactile, easy to find and press, even in our non-final unit. And the good thing is that all the ports and slots are taken outside. We have the microSD card here and the SIM card slot, both covered with a protective flap, so we don't have to pry open the battery cover, which has the 2000 mAh battery underneath it. We won't be dwelling too much on the TouchWiz 4.0 interface of our prototype Samsung Galaxy Beam here, as it is the same that comes with each and every Android 2.3 gingerbread phone from the manufacturer, and you can find other review on PhoneArena.com. Suffice it to say that the interface moves swiftly, even in our prototype unit powered by a 1 GHz dual-core ST Ericsson processor with ARM Mali 400 graphics. The Galaxy Beam has 768 megabytes of RAM and 8 gigabytes of internal memory right out of the box, and it's very easy to type on this keyboard. And even its portrait orientation, 4-inch screen is enough for easy typing, and in landscape things get even better, of course. The default Android Gingerbread browser performs admirably on the Galaxy Beam, even on our non-final unit. There are no hiccups or delays while rendering even flash-heavy pages, or when panning around, zooming, pinching, using double tap to zoom as well. We have the usual TouchWiz music player here on the Galaxy Beam that sports the array of ways to categorize your songs according to playlists, albums, artists, and so on, with cover art galore and there's a rich selection of equalizer presets. Here we have to note the potent loudspeaker, which emits very strong and clear sound, adding significantly for the viewing experience when you're projecting a movie, for instance, and the only sound source is the speaker. The video player can play almost each and every format we created, including DivX, XVAD and MKV files up to HD 720p definition, and this video player is the usual rich in functionality TouchWiz endeavor. It's good since you will be tempted to project a great variety of videos when demonstrating the phone's projecting capabilities to your friends and relatives. The 5-megapixel shooter with LED flash on the back of the Samsung Galaxy Beam promises to be pretty average, as it only records HD 720p definition, not the 1080p type we'd expect from having a dual-core processor. All the usual bells and whistles coming with the transparent interface menu of TouchWiz are present here, including Smile Shot and Panorama. And we captured a few samples which you can see embedded in our preview of the Samsung Galaxy Beam. The handset sports a dedicated app for controlling all aspects of the projector, from focus through brightness to the ability to use it as a torch right here, and it can illuminate the scene in red, green and blue, as well as white, of course, with its LED lights. Called simply the projector, this app allows for evoking the so-called quick path overlay that lets you doodle with your finger on the phone's display. You can choose this pen option here, set a color, and just start doodling, and it will be projected on the image that comes out of the pico projector. You can erase it with your finger as well, like that. And you can set different thickness for the eraser to get rid of this line quickly that you've used to highlight things in your presentation that you want to point the attention of the audience towards. And if you want to be a bit more subtle than drawing on your presentation, you can just use this pointer here that follows your finger. And you can even set up different pointers to amuse the audience. There's this visual presenter app as well, which projects whatever scene comes through the 5-megapixel camera module lens, and that stands for both still pictures you take on the fly as well as for video capturing. You can set the focus of the projector, and you can set its brightness. These things are not hooked up to our pico projector since we have a non-final unit, but in the retail version, of course, they'll be functional. It is fascinating how Samsung's researchers managed to stuff all these LEDs inside the small projecting unit in the Galaxy Beam and still achieve a watchable picture that can be blown up to 50 inches as if you carry your own big screen TV in your pocket. Now, don't get us wrong, the resolution, brightness and focus can't replace the TV experience, but under the right circumstances you can definitely enjoy a movie or two while the battery lasts, which Samsung specifies will be in about 3 hours of projecting. And a lot of people can watch the same movie with you together, and that's the Galaxy Beam's biggest advantage. To top it all off, the phone is shaping up to be a decent all-around Android performer as well, one you might consider buying even if you didn't have a pico projector stuffed inside. So we can't wait to get our hands on a final unit and put it through its paces. This was a video preview of a Samsung Galaxy Beam prototype unit with its 15 lumen pico projector. For more information about this and other handsets, you can visit us at PhoneArena.com. Thanks for watching.